Most people who call themselves salespeople are actually professional annoyers. They show up, dump features on you, and then wonder why nobody wants to buy. I have been in sales for 9 years and I have closed multi-million-dollar deals. And the single biggest thing I have learned, the stuff they're teaching you is actively making you worse at sales. So in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to hand you a 10-step system that actually works. And I'll warn you now, step 1 and 10 might piss you off a little bit because they're very obvious and you're still not doing them. Step 1, authenticity. So there's a story about a guy that made his first sale with 15. No website, no brochure, no script. He knocked on someone's door and said, "I need money, I want to do your garden, please pay me." And they actually said yes, not because he was slick, but because he was real. And this is exactly the foundation that is the most important part about every sale. Authenticity is not a soft word, it is a hard competitive advantage. Because everyone out here is trying to trick people with NLP techniques, fake scarcity and $2.99 pricing that is just a psychological trick instead of saying 3. If your entire sales strategy depends on confusing someone into buying, you will make exactly 1 sale and then you're done. The best salespeople in the world are not closers. In fact, they are connectors. Step 2, over-deliver. Whatever you sell, you need to believe in it. And then you have to over-deliver. But here's the part that most people miss. If you're unsure if you can deliver 100%, don't promise it. Break it into 2 categories out loud. This is what I can guarantee you, and this is what I will try to make happen. That kind of honesty doesn't lose deals. It wins customers for the long term. Think about the best vendor relationship you've ever had. I bet they under-promised and over-delivered every single time. And that is not luck. That is a system. One client relationship managed like that can turn into referrals, repeat business, partnerships for decades. That's not a sale. That's a relationship with a 10-year return. Step 3 and step 4. Find your style and train your team. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be a people person. You just have to be you, but in the right context. Some of the very best salespeople I've ever seen in my career are introverts. They write absolutely killer LinkedIn posts. They build trust over email. They show up in ways that feel very natural to them. And that authenticity, it converts. And step 4 is the most underused one in every sales org from my perspective. Train everyone around you to sell. Your team, your existing clients. If you can explain what you do in a way that excites people, they will sell for you without even realizing it. And that is free pipeline. Step 5, the 3-step system. Almost everyone skips to 3 and then wonders why nothing works. Step 1, does this person actually need what you're selling? Forget about the pitch. Ask yourself, first question, do they need what I have right now? If no, find out when they might. You have to be there when the need exists. Some of the best deals in my career came from staying in front of someone for months before they were ready. Consistent touch points, relevant information, just keep showing up. Step 2, do you like each other? This sounds really soft, but it actually isn't. If there is a real need and you really like this person and the contact person also really likes you, the close becomes almost automatic. Clients who like you tell you their budget. They will tell you exactly how to write a proposal to influence the economic buyer. And in the end, they really want you to win. Step 3, present the product. That's it. Most people lead with 3 and they skip 1 and 2 entirely. They pitch to people who don't need the product, who they don't know. And then they wonder why sales feels like banging your head against the wall. Step 6 and 7, leverage and sell the outcome. When you are newer or smaller, no one knows your name yet. Cold calls will go nowhere. So you find one name that opens doors and you earn it. Sometimes this will mean making the first piece of work for free or at a very low cost just to get the logo into your portfolio. That's not giving away work. That is investing into leverage. And once you're in the room, stop talking about your product. Nobody cares about the steak. They will care about the sizzle. What does your product feel like to own? What problem will disappear the day they will sign? Apple doesn't mention processors. They sell the feeling of being a person that uses an Apple device. What's the sizzle for what you sell? Tell me about it in the comments. Step 8 and 9. Believe in it and brand partnerships. This one's really short because it should be obvious, but I think sometimes it still isn't. Only sell what you believe in. If you're selling something that actually does not help people, you will feel it, and your prospect will feel it too. And no sales technique in the world patches that gap. And step 9, find partners who share your values. 1 + 1 = 11 when two aligned brands share audiences. And you don't even need a massive budget for this. A joint post, a co-hosted event, a shared audience with someone adjacent to your space. Align yourself with something bigger than just your pipeline. And lastly, step 10, the emotional sale. There is a reason why some products go viral before anyone else has ever reviewed them. It's not the features, it's the mission. When people feel like buying your product is being part of a movement, or standing for something, or being part of a change, they don't need to be convinced. They want to buy. Elon Musk built Tesla on this. Not buy an electric car, it was buy this before it's too late. And let's stick it to an industry that had it way too easy for way too long. That framing sold hundreds of thousands of cars to people who hadn't even sat in one. But here's the catch. It only works if it is real. The second it's a tactic, people will see right through it, and you will lose potentially everything. Your reputation, your brand, or your next deal. The real truth about sales, it was never about tricking people. It's about finding people who genuinely need what you have, making them feel understood and showing up for them again and again and again. Do that, and you will never need another closing technique for the rest of your career. If this hit differently than the usual sales content you see, please subscribe or follow this channel. More like this every week. Thank you.